Hi everyone, this is Dee and welcome to Audacity. Today I'm going to talk about quick and simple settings to give you great audio when doing voiceovers, particularly those for YouTube, but this advice is good for any voiceover you do. The settings I'm going to show you were used for this voiceover. Audacity is the best recording software in my opinion, not only because it's free, but it's also packed with features. The links to download it is below if you don't already have this software. The first thing you should do is connect a quality microphone. Now I use a Samsung USB Studio condenser microphone. There are many others to choose from, but I do find these type of microphones deliver better audio quality than the microphones attached to gaming type headsets. This is my experience anyway. The first thing I do is check that I've selected my microphone as the input device. Then I select the audio channel as mono. The human voice is mono, you don't need to select stereo here. Now I go to Edit and Preferences. The only setting I change here is to select default sample rate as 44/100 Hz and default sample format set to 16-bit. This is equivalent to CD quality, and in my experience the only benefit you'll get from pushing those settings higher is a bigger audio file. However, feel free to experiment and change these two settings if you feel the need to. For me, I leave them like this. I set my recording volume at 0.95 to 1.00 and that works well for me, but you can see what works best for you. Maximum I find works best. Once you're happy with your levels, you can press the red button to start recording and the pause to pause or the stop button when you're finished. I like to leave 5 or so seconds of complete silence at the beginning before I start speaking, and I'll show you why in a moment. I'll open up a previously recorded example and show you. You'll now end up with a waveform similar to this with your quiet few seconds at the beginning. We now want to select the few seconds of quiet from the beginning and tell Audacity that this section is quiet and just background noise. Now select Effect, then Noise Reduction. Leave the default settings as they are, click Get Noise Profile and the box will close. Now double click to highlight the entire waveform. Select Effect, then click Repeat Noise Reduction. This will help filter out background noise. Keeping the entire waveform highlighted, click Effect, now select Compressor. The compressor reduces the dynamic range of the audio to allow it to be amplified further without clipping. You don't need to worry too much about what this means. You can practice with and without the compressor effect if you wish, but I find it very useful, and I use the settings you can see on screen with a threshold of about -17. Select Effect, then click Normalize. Use Normalize to set the peak amplitude without hitting the dreaded 0 as mentioned above. Leave the Normalize settings as default and click OK. You may see the waveform shrink slightly, but this is OK. Again, you don't need to worry too much about why this needs doing, just follow the above steps and it will give you great results. You can play back the audio and watch the playback level. Although it may near the orange, with the above effects applied, it should not go over 0 and into the red. You can now trim down your audio if you wish before saving it. For example, you can remove that few seconds of quiet from the beginning easily by highlighting an area of the waveform and selecting Delete. You can also improve your audio quality by listening for breaths, clicks, static, etc. and using the same method to chop them out. Once you're happy with your recording, go to File, then Export. I prefer to export as a .wav file. You can add metadata to the file if you wish. If you think you may want to return to this waveform and tweak it or add to it, you can save it as a project. So that's it, folks. Those are my Audacity tips for great voiceovers. My last tip is for YouTubers. That is, upload your video and compare the voice level to other similar and popular videos. It'll give you an idea if the quality and sound level is as good as others. I use this method every time to test my audio. Thank you for dropping by. If you found this useful, please consider a thumbs up. If you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, then please comment below. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I'll catch you soon.